Welcome to the Daily Dab. I'm Jimmy. I'm here with Jackie Sponseller, and she's going to be telling us a little bit more about the industry and latest updates on what's going on with everything we are dabbling with these days. Hello, Jackie. How are you doing?
I like the wordplay. I'm good.
I'm going to let you look tall and beautiful, and I'm going to be slouching this whole time while she sparks this luscious blunt. We're pretty stoked, actually. Wookiees is what's filling up this thing, so we're going to get pretty fucking high right now. I'm pretty excited. Everyone sitting in the next green room over is pretty jealous because they definitely want to partake in the blunt smoking, so I'm sure everyone's going to be eventually coming in and trying to join us behind the scenes here in our studio. Our studio is definitely coming up these days. I have to say, things are looking up and up and up, so we're stoked. Jackie, give us a little introduction on who you are and how you're involved in the industry. I know I've met you before, but of course.
Well, my name is Jackie Sponseller, and I'm a local here in San Diego, and I'm in the cannabis industry as well. It was really good. It's really hard for me to put together who I am because all I know is that think.
A jack of all trades and a
Jackie
master
of all trades.
Jackie of all trades.
Very good blunt, by the way. Nice. But anyway, I'm from here originally, and
you are from San Diego.
yes, I was born here, and
How long have you been actually in the industry?
well, I kind of do a number of things in the industry, but as far as activism, I've been an activist. I say for the past publicly an activist, I should say.
Yeah.
The past year.
You were a closet smoker for a while?
It wasn't that I was a closet smoker. No, I mean everyone knew I was in the business. I've been in the business for about 5 years now.
Okay. And how long have you been a patient?
A patient, well, okay, I actually have a condition, it's epilepsy.
Jackie, please inform us a little bit about what your condition is and how you are affected, personally with,
How medical cannabis
Yeah,
helps
definitely.
me.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
All
Thank
right.
you for wording that for me.
Pretty much why am I a stoner and why am I talking to you about it?
Exactly.
Okay, well, the fuel behind my fire and my passion is definitely because I personally suffer from epilepsy. If you don't know what epilepsy is, it's a neurological disease that gives people seizures.
How long have you had that?
Well, I developed it from having bacterial meningitis when I was 10 years old, and as a lot of you know, it's a very scary little disease, and I almost died, but I did it. I survived it, and
So you had meningitis when you were 10, and that.
yes, and what happened is it scarred the meninges, and the meninges is the liquid between your brain and your skull. It's like the liquid barrier.
Okay.
So when you have bacterial meningitis, it's an infection of that liquid around your brain. It keeps us safe, you know.
Okay, definitely.
Well, I got scarring from it, and therefore it created lesions, giving me epilepsy. It's actually.
I'm so sad to hear that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay because
traumatic to go through when you're
no,
a child.
it's my whole thing is a blessing in disguise, and that's I help people with it now, and that's all that matters. If I could possibly help one person, then it's all worth it for me.
Definitely. So medical marijuana, so that actually helps you personally directly?
When I was 19 years old, I would have there's many different types of seizures. A lot of people think that just the grand mal seizures are the ones where people are falling and shaking. But so when I was younger, I didn't really suffer too much from the grand mal seizures. I actually just had what they call absent seizures, and kind of where you or partial seizures, where just a part of your body will start doing, or maybe you're repeating a word or stare off into space type of a thing. Okay. And when I was 19, I developed into I just have multiple grand mal episodes. And I was on a lot of different medications, and I was for just until a year ago, to be honest with you. I've gone through quite the journey. I'm 26 now, and it was around the age of 19 when my epilepsy got real bad that people started kind of saying hey, pot can help that. I heard this or I heard that, and I'm already kind of
people weren't thinking of it as medicine at that time, really.
And not too much. I mean, it was. I feel as though it's the fire and the research for it is now really kind of catching fire. People already knew that there was good positive things. I mean, obviously.
At first, a lot of people thought it was just a loophole that people were using.
Yeah, but
there's advocates like you that are true testimonies that show that it's not just a loophole, that there are people that actually need it.
Right. Well, I mean, you find in just being in the industry too, when you start to meet more people, when you know, when I tell people what kind of ailments I have, and then people are like, oh, you poor thing. Or I actually don't like saying that. I'm like, because I feel like such a poor statement. You meet legitimately like sick patients. Like,
never have thought
they're dying, and then you see children or whoever, and they have epilepsy too, and you just see like, you know, so it makes you want to help. It's just like, I don't know.
So on a more positive note, let's move on to like a lot of the things. I hear a lot of positive feed you mentioned to me in the past and projects you're working on. Can you share anything? I mean, Hollywood, this kind of things, grow kind of things. What you got going on, kid?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out how to fully answer. Maybe we have to talk to my lawyer. It's a loaded question. I know. I gotta think about the NDAs I'm bound to, but yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I have some. Well, not really, but whatever.
There's some things. Share what you can. Share what you can.
All right. Well, I'm definitely looking at some ventures going up in Oregon right now. Oregon just legalized July 1st of this year, 2015, and I have family that's up there, and looking to go do my thing up there, see where and how I can use my assets. Right.
I mean, you're a California kid, so
I'm very California, but I think no, but you know, I see myself as, because I travel so much. I see myself as more like a West Coastian, you know, just the Pacific side, like California. I love Washington, Seattle. Oh my God, it's just some of the coolest places.
Yeah. I used to really think Seattle was cool, and then well.
What happened?
They had this team called the Seahawks.
Oh, well, actually, I officially converted to a Seahawks fan. Let me explain. Okay? I was a patriotic, of course, Chargers
fan. We bleed red and
fan.
gold here.
No.
I am a Niners boy. Yes. Niners. Yes.
Okay, well, anyway, I was just a Chargers fan. Let me explain the reason why I converted, okay?
Okay.
So I was a Chargers fan, and I look what the Chargers are doing. They're leaving us for like our worst enemy, the Raiders. Raiders in LA. Like, no. People are like, oh, let's save them. No, fuck them. Like, let them go. Let's buy a new team. You know. But until then, I'm just like, it's like a cheating girl. Be like, I'm gonna go and be with this team. You don't give me this. And it's like, well, fucking go. You know?
Gosh, wow.
That's how I
think we just see a lot. You might be making a lot of enemies with that little statement there, but it's all right. You know, definitely. There's no Raider fans in this building, but there's a lot of them out there, and we don't want to piss them off because they are poor sports.
Have you been to a Chargers and Raiders game?
Oh yeah, the Raider fans just fight with each other the whole time.
What is it called? The Black Hole.
Oh yeah. Oh.
It's a very well-known thing. They're big rivals, and you join them together. I'm sure the Raiders fans are just as pissed that they're going to freaking LA
I would be
with the Chargers
pissed if I was a Raider fan.
So it's kind of a betrayal on both sides. You know?
I see.
So anyway, I'm not even hating on anyone.
We just got onto that topic real good. But I'm a Niners fan, so you guys can all just go to LA. I want the Chargers to stay in San Diego, though. I like having the Chargers in San Diego, definitely. So
that was what officially made me convert to a Seahawks fan. When I was up in Washington, it was like during the time they were saying goodbye, and I was up there, and I was like, dude, they just almost won the Super Bowl. They're pretty dope. They won the one before that. They're converting.
So you're a recent convert. Okay.
Bandwagon.
Anyway, let's change that subject. But you were saying you travel a lot. So I'm going to be traveling soon. I'm going to Washington, D.C., representing the Daily Dab pretty soon, next week, actually. Cool. And have you ever been to Washington, D.C.?
I have.
And they just legalized pot as well.
Oh my God, I have to hook you up with my friend. He has this really cool art gallery, but it's like a church that they converted with a mural all outside of it.
Hear this? Maybe we'll be doing a special promo from this place. This could be actually a segment we'd be doing. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, well, he'll for sure do it. It's really cool.
That'd be awesome.
The art wino.
We're going to set that up. You hear that? All right, perfect.
All right,
that's great.
Perfect.
Next week, Daily Dab special segment out in D.C. Action Jackson.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
I'm down. All right,
really
perfect.
Cool.
Well, we'll set that up. Do you have? I mean, I've been there a couple of times. I have a couple of friends out there that I can pick up stuff from. You know, and it's just like I don't want to go get a card out there, so I just have my friends. So. But it's legal, but I don't think there's legal shops yet. I'm not sure.
They didn't implement the retail shops, but you can have it. But you know, they're still hashing all the how they're gonna.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes.
But I mean, we shouldn't talk about that on camera, but I'm sure you're going to be fine.
I'm guaranteed I'll be fine. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to be fine.
So, exciting time legally for medical marijuana and marijuana in general. Yeah, the U.S. is, we have now 4 states that are legalized recreational. And then we also...
Alaska's one of them, though, so it's kind of weird, right?
It's weird. It is weird,
Why
but...
did they...
Like, why not, though?
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at, like...
They probably don't got shit to do. They gotta stay inside, like, all winter, so...
I thought about, like, the energy bill. Like, just heating it. Like, whoa.
Yeah,
I mean, but they're probably used to it. I wonder if their energy's cheaper than in California.
Well, what energy? Don't they just use, like
For
fire?
the lights and
No, they don't
use, like,
have
fire.
electricity. They just have fire and
You
stuff.
sound like Sarah Palin right now.
I sound like Sarah Palin? No.
You're the Sarah Palin of pot.
The Sarah Palin of pot, she just called me. Back to talking about me being the Sarah Palin of pot. Thank you for that comment, by the way, Jackie.
You're welcome. You wear it well. You
Yeah.
don't like it? I'll
No,
take it back.
ugh.
Sorry.
Sarah Palin, isn't she like
You
a
want me
like
to Donald Trump a pot? Please say
No, did you not see my latest
There we
Instagram
go.
post?
No, I didn't. Let's share it.
I'm half Mexican, so I put up a Instagram post of Donald Trump. If you can see this back here, we're putting up right now of Donald Trump as a piñata. Pretty nice, right? I mean, as a Mexican, I think that's where he deserves to get beat down, see what's inside. Follow us on Instagram, Daily Dab TV.